One of India's worst criminals, the butcher of Kashmiri Pandits, who was unmasked right here on India Today and had been hiding like a coward from our cameras ever since, was finally cornered by our brave reporters in Srinagar today. And he, as usual, brazenly denied what he himself confessed to almost 30 years ago: cold-blooded killing of Kashmiri Pandits. The government has now promised to reopen the case of Bitta Karate. Will the victims finally get justice?
The self-confessed murderer of Kashmiri Pandits, Bitta Karate, grilled by the NIA in Srinagar after India Today's Hurriyat truth tapes exposed him for links with Pakistan. A day after the government assured India Today that the Bitta Karate case files will be reopened, the cornered separatist bravado was all gone. 3 India Today correspondents confronted Bitta Karate as he went in for another round of grilling by the NIA.
But you accepted the fact that you killed at least 20 people, beyond which you lost count of how many you killed. Don't you think you should be behind?
Do you accept that you work at behest of Pakistan?
Don't you think you should be behind bars, sir? Don't you think you should be behind bars?
I did not kill anybody.
You take fund from Pakistan, you working for Pakistan.
No, my dear brother, I am working for Kashmiris. I am against burning schools.
So you killed the innocent lives here in Kashmir. You killed the Kashmiri Pandits.
I did not.
So the case is reopened.
You accepted on camera that you killed Kashmiri Pandits.
I did not kill single Kashmiri.
What do you have to say about what has been caught on confession on camera? What do you have to say about that?
Ma'am, right now, investigation is going on. I don't want to comment anything right now.
For a man who boasted of mercilessly killing Kashmiri Pandits, Bitta Karate is now singing a different tune. India Today has nailed Bitta Karate's lies each time. Listen in how he first confessed to murder, then admitted to be a paid stooge of Pakistan, and now blatantly denying being part of any barbarity.
पहला जिस आदमी को पहले आपने जान से मारा वो कौन था?
पहला मर्डर मैंने सतीश को मारा।
सतीश कौन?
सतीश कुमार टिक्कू। कौन
था ये?
मुझे ऊपर से मतलब ऑर्डर दिया गया कि उसको हिट करो, मैंने किया।
ऑर्डर दे किसी को मार दो, आप मार देते थे?
हाँ जी।
चाहे वो कोई भी हो? अगर वो कहता कि अपने सगे भाई को जान से मार डालो?
जी, मैं मार देता।
पाकिस्तान से जो फंडिंग होती है वो सिर्फ गिलानी की बात आती है, वो आप लोगों को पैसा देता है?
हर एक को आता है। अब गिलानी के
सबका अलग अलग आता है?
नहीं, गिलानी के पास जो है उनको आता है अलग अलग सबको। कभी कभार गिलानी के पास आते हैं, कभी कभार उनके पास आते हैं।
किसके पास? यासिन मिले?
हाँ, नहीं, उसका अलग आता है। यासिन मिले किसी
आपके पास अलग आता है पाकिस्तान से या इन लोगों से लेते?
नहीं, हमें अलग आता है।
आपने कैमरे पर माना कि आपने मासूम कश्मीरियों की जान ली है।
इसमें कोई सदाकत नहीं है।
गृह मंत्रालय आपके खिलाफ फाइल खोलने जा रहा बिट्टा कराटे, आपको सजा हो सकती है। आप मान रहे हैं कि आपने सारे गुनाह किए हैं?
देखिए मेरे भाई, अभी इन्वेस्टिगेशन जारी है।
You work at behest of Pakistan.
Don't you think you should be behind bars, sir? Don't you think you should be behind bars?
I did not kill anybody.
But the cry to put him behind bars is getting louder.
हमारे देश में हमारे लोगों पे इतने अत्याचार हुए हैं, उसको अगर न्याय दिलाने के लिए हमने अगर कदम नहीं डाला तो हमने कहीं ना कहीं गलती की है। हमसे गलती होगी, हम वो छोड़ेंगे नहीं। जैसे मौके सामने आ रहे हैं, जो बातें सामने आ रही है, वो मामला दबेगा नहीं।
ये राष्ट्रीय सुरक्षा का मामला है, ये कश्मीर का मामला है, ये स्वाभिमान का मामला है, ये हत्या का मामला बनता है, ये मनी लॉन्ड्रिंग का मामला बनता है। और ख़ास करके पाकिस्तान से पैसा यहाँ आया है, फंडिंग यहाँ आया है, तो अब हमको चुप नहीं बैठना चाहिए, उसको तुरंत अरेस्ट करना चाहिए और जो सच है वो देश के सामने लाना चाहिए।
Clearly, Bitta Karate's days as a free man are numbered. After 11 years, the families of those who were murdered in cold blood by Bitta Karate are once again hopeful of getting justice. With Kamaljit Sandhu, Ashutosh Mishra and Anindo Banerjee in Srinagar, Bureau Report, India Today.
So will each and every one of these cases against Bitta Karate be reopened for the crimes he has himself confessed to having committed? I want to go straight across to India Today's Ashutosh Mishra, joining us live from Srinagar. Ashutosh, we saw you grilling Bitta Karate there, putting the questions to him that he's been hiding from for so long. He was caught on camera, right a few days ago by the India Today investigation. He was voluntarily on camera 30 years ago, confessing to those very crimes, Ashutosh, and now he's trying to hide again. What has happened to Bitta Karate? Why is he so scared?
Well, he was hiding, Shiv, for last 3-4 days. We tried to reach him out our best, and despite our all effort, he was hiding in his den. He was not even gone to his residence that is in downtown in Srinagar. Perhaps he was hiding to some unknown place. But this morning when he was summoned by the National Investigative Agency, who is probing the park funding, taking the cognizance of India Today expose, he was forced to reach, and right after he reached at NIA investigative camp, we grilled him, me, Anindo and Kamaljeet. We asked tough questions, the question that he need to respond. But this merciless, deadliest killer of Kashmir, who killed innocent Kashmiri, who killed Kashmiri Pandits, mercilessly, cold-blooded murder, did not bother to respond a single question. Rather, he questioning Indian media and law of the land, Shiv.
Absolutely. I mean, the big question now, of course, is will the government reopen those cases? We heard the Home Ministry there say that they are looking at all this information coming forward. Ashutosh, but very quickly, what is the sense you're getting from the security establishment, the law enforcement establishment and the government, Ashutosh? Is there an expectation or a chance that this man will be in real trouble and that criminal proceedings will resume against him?
Well, the Home Ministry already has hinted out that the cases, the murder cases related to Bitta, that will be reopened, and that is clearly visible as far as body language of Bitta Karate is concerned. If you see the older video, very confidently this merciless killer accepting that how he killed innocent people, how he killed Satish Tikku at behest of Pakistan, taking order from some authority in Pakistan. But this morning when he reached NIA, we asked the same question. The scared, feared and nervous Bitta Karate, that clearly shows that authority and the agencies are taking action against him, and he is in deep trouble.
Ashutosh, thanks very much. Ashutosh, part of our brave reporting team embedded in Srinagar, getting us the very latest on this developing story. We've demonstrated that we've got the stamina to see this story through. And India Today, we don't shoot and scoot. We're going to stay with this story until we have results from the establishment. Ashutosh, thanks so much for joining us. Well, here's a related development that should be shocking and embarrassing, but perhaps not. India Today's sting exposed how money is pumped into Kashmir from Pakistan through the terrorist Hurriyat leaders to keep the valley burn. But the very people acting as Pakistan's agents are being courted by top politicians of the country. Are you surprised? When will Netas put India first? Take a look at the individuals who are there to meet and greet with the Hurriyat after watching India Today's investigation.
Terror attack on a police camp in Shopia. 3 civilians injured in a grenade blast. A PDP leader shot in cold blood in Srinagar. Terrorists trained by Pakistan running amok in Valley. And their Kashmiri handlers unmasked by India Today. We have exposed the double role of separatist leaders in Kashmir, seeking a political solution on one hand and on the other hand actually fueling unrest in the valley. There may be proof on camera. There may be an NIA investigation. But for some time, including top politicians, this isn't enough reason to shun and isolate the separatists. A delegation led by Congress's Mani Shankar Iyer is in the valley meeting top Hurriyat leaders. This isn't the first time that Netas have courted India's enemies. And even the BJP, while lecturing the Congress, is guilty of engaging separatists. But the Iyer-led delegation is talking to separatists at a time when the NIA is probing Hurriyat leaders for taking money from Pakistan to fuel unrest. The probe ordered after an India Today expose. Former Home Minister Shivraj Patil even claimed ignorance of the horrors perpetrated by Bitta Karate, one of those exposed on India Today cameras.
I have no information about this case, and the gentleman to whom this confession was made has not also brought it to the notice of anybody who was working in my office, not in Home Ministry, in my office or to me.
What more proof do our netas need? Why are they so resolute on having talks with Pakistani agents? With Ashutosh and Kamaljeet Sandhu in Srinagar and Supriya Bharadwaj in Delhi. Bureau Report, India Today.
Joining me live now on 5 Live, we have Pawan Khera of the Congress Party, colleague of Manishankar Iyer, who has overseen and led this delegation to meet with the Hurriyat on the back of India Today's investigation that has completely exposed the Hurriyat for the terrorists that they are. We also have with us Lalit Ambardar, well-known activist. Mr. Khera, quickly want to come to you first. What explains this, very direct pandering of the Hurriyat at a time like this, when they are being investigated, when they have been exposed in a very disturbing manner by our investigations, as taking Pakistani funds to foment tension in the Kashmir Valley? Why this pandering by Manishankar Iyer to the Hurriyat?
I congratulate your channel for the brilliant investigation on Hurriyat. As far as this question is concerned, I think you should ask Mr. Manishankar Iyer, who led this delegation. As far as Congress Party is concerned, we have our own policy planning group on Kashmir headed by Dr. Manmohan Singh. That's the official Congress group. Whether it's Yashwant Sinha, his concerned citizen group going to engage with Hurriyat, or it's Manishankar Iyer, I think it should be, these questions should be put to
but does the Congress endorse it? Because the BJP is saying that he's there with the official sanction of Sonia Gandhi and the top leadership of the Congress Party. So does the Congress endorse him going there and speaking, to the Hurriyat, or will they reprimand him if the Congress Party doesn't?
Was Yashwant Sinha also authorized and endorsed by Amit Shah and Narendra Modi ji?
And we asked those questions, sir. That's why I'm asking you as well.
When right-wing elements go and meet Hafiz Saeed, wait, let me, Shiv, let me finish this. Let me please complete this.
Yes.
When elements of right-wing go and meet Hafiz Saeed in Pakistan, was it also endorsed by Narendra Modi ji and Amit Shah ji?
Okay.
And when corporate honchos go and meet, represent India there, Sajjan Jindal, whoever goes there, what is happening?
Pawan Khera,
ask these questions to them.
I'm glad you've raised those 3 points, because
we are in the opposition.
No, because I can tell you
we have our own.
No, that's fine. These are very good points that you've raised, Pawan Khera. But I can tell you, I'm very proud to belong to India Today, a channel which has actually raised questions and asked very harsh questions on all of those 3 occasions that you have just listed here. So for us, there is no selectivity or hypocrisy in this. That's why I'm asking you the question. See, saying what about, ask them, ask these people is fine. On India Today, we ask everybody tough questions. But I'm asking you a very direct question, Pawan Khera. You're a seasoned politician and you're also a reasonable human being, which is why I'm asking you, as a former minister and a senior leader of the Congress Party, can he just be going there of his individual volition, or does it have the sanction of the Congress Party? And if it doesn't, and it goes against the Congress's party line, will Manishankar Iyer be reprimanded, is my question, sir? Because it's a very sensitive issue.
Shiv, it has nothing to do with the Congress Party. Let me be very clear about it. I am being very, very clear. I am repeating it. Manishankar Iyer's going there as an NGO has nothing at all to do with the Congress Party. Full stop.
Okay. No, but does it hurt the Congress Party? Because he's a face of the Congress Party. He's one of your senior leaders. So does it hurt the Congress Party, or does it damage your image that Manishankar Iyer is doing this?
Shiv, I am sure you don't doubt the credibility and the nationalism. These days, nationalism is a very strange word misused by a lot of your fraternity, not your channel, but other channels. Do you doubt the nationalism of Air Vice Marshal Kapil Kak, who is also part of this group? They are doing their own track 2, track 3 keeps happening. You can't sort of legitimize it so much by calling it a Congress-led group or a BJP-led group or a veteran here.
I have an answer to that before I go to Lalit Ambardar. The fact is, I question anybody Anybody who is providing a platform to the Hurriyat, reaching out to them with a reasonable handshake, anybody who's trying to talk to them as anything less than or more than a terrorist group at this point of time is someone I am 100% explicitly suspicious about, whether it is Air Vice Marshal Kapil Kak, whether it is Manishankar Iyer, whether it is Amit Shah, whether it is anybody. I don't care which party that person is from. If they're talking to the Hurriyat right now, especially after what the India Today investigation has revealed, then I am suspicious of those persons. Please don't ever doubt where my political leanings are, sir. I am 100% neutral. There may be other journalists who are not that way in other channels. I certainly am not.
I have no doubts about you personally.
Okay, yes. I want to bring in Lalit Ambardar now.
I have no doubts about you or your channel.
Can the Congress party say that this is an individual issue? He's representing an NGO. It has nothing to do with the Congress party. I don't want to make this about the Congress party. But what does this signal as far as the Hurriyat is concerned, Lalit Ambardar?
Sure, it's very important to understand the intentions and objectives of these guys who are going there. This very gang, on the 11th of April, they met here in India International Center and tried to appease.
You're talking about Manishankar Iyer?
Yes, Manishankar Iyer. I'm going to tell Mr. Khera who else. He's not alone in this gang. Manishankar is not the only congressman in this gang. 11th of April, last 11th of April at India International Center, these guys were there trying to appease, you know who? Kasuri and Abdul Basit, the High Commissioner of Pakistan in India. And among those guys was Saifuddin Soz, the senior most Congress leader in Jammu and Kashmir. You know what he said? And your camera was there. There were dozens of cameras there. When in front of those, he had the audacity to say that Pakistan is not responsible for what's happening in Kashmir. India is responsible for what's happening in Kashmir. And everybody applauded there. These peaceniks applauded there. Number two.
Absolutely. I want to take up on that. That is one. What happened in the India International Center?
No, I'm connecting with that. Same gang on a day, at the time when you're exposing the money trail of these Hurriyat separatist Islamists of Kashmir, directly connecting them with Islamabad and Rawalpindi, these guys are going and shaking hands with them.
Yes.
Every time such an initiative is taken from Delhi, I can assure you, you're allowing and facilitating birth of 100 Burhanwanis on that particular day in Kashmir.
Pawan Khera, from one reasonable person to another, because I know you're a reasonable man. This is not an issue of inclusivity and everyone should be involved in discussions. For God's sake, Mr. Khera, these are guys who've said, yes, we take money from Pakistan. Yes, we've met with Hafiz Mohammed Saeed. Yes, we use the money to burn schools. Yes, we are responsible for the chaos in Kashmir, which means they're admitting to criminal behavior. They're admitting to killing Kashmiri citizens who are Indian citizens. Should those people be given a handshake by Manishankar Iyer, whether it's for the Congress or for an NGO?
Shiv, when the government of the day cannot show any direction as far as Kashmir is concerned, it's an inconsistent government which has no policy whatsoever. You go and join PDP and both of you collapse, both fail. Wait. If you've asked me something, let me please respond to your question. Then what happens? A lot of civil society groups get active. They start talking to, track 2 levels start, track 3 levels start. Please focus on the failure first.
We are focusing, sir.
What led
None
to
of
these?
the questions we are asking takes away from the failure.
And going and talking to Hurriyat.
Mr. Khera, please don't divert the issue. We are asking questions of the Modi government and the Mehbooba government.
Stop providing. Shiv, you are not letting me respond.
No, but one thing does not explain the other, sir. We have a limited amount of time.
Stop giving security to Hurriyat. You know how much money it was.
Absolutely.
India Today. It was India Today investigation also. I remember. How much money do they spend on? How much money do they spend on Hurriyat security?
We ask all those questions.
Demand the government from the government
Mr.
to ban Hurriyat.
How does that explain? How does that explain shaking hands with the Hurriyat right now?
You talk or I talk. I'll keep quiet.
Mr. Khera, you are accusing us of things and saying that we are not asking questions.
Hurriyat. And then if someone goes and shakes hand, take action against them.
The point.
Why are you focusing on track 2 and track 3 and ignoring track 1 completely, which has failed collapsed totally. Why are you ignoring the failure of errors of omission and commission by the government?
If I prove to you,
that's a very
Mr.
good
Khera,
cover to the
if
government.
I prove to you right now,
don't provide cover fire for the failures of the government.
Okay, right here, right now, Mr. Khera, if I prove to you that on India Today, we asked the tough questions of the Modi government, the Mehbooba government, as far as track 1 is concerned, security is concerned, as far as funding of the Hurriyat is concerned, and all of these issues, if I prove it to you right now, will you give me a straight answer as far as whether or not you endorse what Mani Shankar Iyer has done? It's not about whataboutery, sir. It's not about whataboutery at all.
But why hasn't the BJP come in here?
No,
Call them here. No, I'm not saying where is the BJP spokesman on your program right now.
Okay,
This should have been here.
The point is, this is not a BJP versus Congress issue. We called it.
So if I have to ask you about Yashwant Sinha and Ved Pratap, where they going to meet
diverting
Hafiz Saeed? You can't respond. You are from a channel.
I'm frankly very surprised. No, I chose the guest today.
I'm questioning you.
Okay, Lalit Ambadar, very quick point, then I want to take a break and then I'm coming back. How would you respond to Pawan Khera? Because he says that, where is the BJP? We should ask them questions as well. We always ask them questions. The biggest questions from this investigation are to the BJP. Why do you think that they have crumbled and ordered an investigation into the Hurriyat? Where do you think this pressure is coming from, Lalit?
The point is, Mr. Khera, Kashmir problem, the problem that we are facing today is Kashmir Jihad. It's not a political problem. And founders of this problem, the roots of this problem go to Nehru in India. Yes. If only you had not extended Article 370 and acknowledged Jinnah's two-nation theory, we would not have a problem of this kind in
20 years, Kashmir has come back to track.
And listen,
just stop this.
This India today is also following a story on the butcher of Kashmiri Pandits, Bitta Karate. Do you know he was released under your regime in Kashmir? Ghulam Nabi Azad was the chief minister. And you know how he was released? He was received locally by the people. They gave him a local reception.
Tell me he's the BJP spokesman. I question him.
Society that Kashmir has become today. And you are a party to it. BJP is hardly in India.
The point is,
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who is ruling the nation. BJP, they are not to be absolved of their responsibilities. But you have to be principally responsible.
Emotions
your Himalayan blunders have brought Kashmir to the brink
running high. Okay, Lalit. Okay. Thanks for staying with India Today as we continue, this debate over Mani Shankar Iyer and the Track 2 meeting with the Hurriyat that has raised a lot of anger among the Kashmiri Pandit community, as well as a lot of right-thinking citizens who wonder why a group that has been exposed to have terror elements within it, people who've actually admitted to liaising with Hafiz Mohammad Saeed, are now being meted and greeted by respectable politicians like Mani Shankar Iyer, former military veterans like Air Vice Marshal Kapil Kak, and several others. Lalit Ambadar, I want to ask you that question as we wind down this discussion. I know emotions are running high, it has sparked a lot of anger, but do meetings of this kind basically legitimize terrorists and legitimize groups like the Hurriyat and actually undermine the investigations conducted by India Today and investigations conducted by government agencies against the Hurriyat, and gives them more latitude and freedom to conduct and be part of terrorism in Kashmir?
Exactly, Shiv, you're very right. See, you have to understand, and the nation has to understand, Kashmir Jihad is not a political problem. It's not a law and order problem. What are you going to negotiate with them? And every time when, like the situation now, there are investigations being initiated against them on the basis of media reports of their corruption and all that. These guys are giving their legitimacy. And they're the stooges of Pakistan. And some of them within this Hurriyat and those allied groups, they deserve to be tried for crimes against humanity for having committed genocide on Kashmiri Hindus. And Mr. Khera, one of the main reasons, one of the main arguments they are putting forward, these Kashmiri Islamists, is the UN blunder of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. We are suffering because of that. I tell you, even if you disown Mani Shankar Iyer, you need to be responsible and creatively responsible and contribute to the issue. You are the grand old party of India.
We're talking specifically of what's happening here. We can go back in history, etc. But for the purposes of this discussion, we're talking about what is happening right now, because I want to keep it as specific as possible.
Yeah, it gives legitimacy
I'm going to ask you the same question in another way, because at the end of the day, that's the question that faces us right here. At a time when the National Investigation Agency is investigating the Hurriyat, its members, funding links. Don't you think the political atmosphere shouldn't be one of one-upmanship and tutu meme, which it always is? I know that's how it is. When the BJP was in opposition, that's what they always did. But don't you think now is the time for a little bit of unity against the Hurriyat, sir? Okay, we've lost that video link with Pawan Khera, unfortunately. So let me bring Lalit Ambadar back in for a final comment. Let's see if we can get Pawan Khera back, because I really wanted to get that final comment. Lalit, you know, you've observed the Hurriyat for a very, very long time. Isn't this oxygen for them? Exactly. You know, they can always throw this back. They can show video clips of this saying, here's a union minister meeting us. Here's a military veteran who's part of civil society in Delhi meeting us and giving us the legitimacy to do what we like.
Shiv, you know what, Kashmir Jihad follows a particular pattern.
Yeah.
The Musa group has already challenged these guys. They're almost rendered relevant, and that's the pattern Jihad follows everywhere in the world. This group has done a job. They will be devoured by the next coming group. So they have lost their relevance. Now this peace is going them, they give them oxygen. And listen, they are not ordinary citizens of India. Mani Shankar Iyer was a diplomat, represented Indian interests in Pakistan. I feel so sad about it. What kind of diplomacy was representing India in Pakistan? And these military officers, I am shattered by the thought that how did they command the respect of the officers in their unit?
It is scary.
It's disgusting.
Yeah,
it's disgusting, and shaking hands, embracing those who actually, the way you are pursuing the investigation, some of them actually I want. You will find the truth, you will find enough evidence that these guys need to be tried for crimes against humanity, for having engineered and inflicted genocide on Kashmiri Hindus.
We don't ask hyperbolic questions here on India Today, but I completely agree with what Lalit Ambadar says on a personal level. The fact is, why provide a platform and legitimacy to people who've been admitted to be terrorists on camera in a part of an investigation that has shaken the entire country right here on India Today? That's a big question. The Congress can't run away from the fact that Mani Shankar Iyer is a senior leader. They can't distance themselves from him. They've tried to do that in the past, and they have paid the price for it. Well, this time he is colluding with people who've admitted on camera right here on India Today to butchering innocent Kashmiri. No rest for Rajini fans in the country and the world, it seems. Well, one story after the other. His political plunge, Indiran 2, is it bigger than Bahubali? Will he become a Neta? Well, here's the next big drumbeat, and it's called Kaala. The brand new film was unveiled. The first look right here on India Today.
Rajinikanth as Kabali, Thalaiva's comeback film that took the world by storm. And now the dynamic duo of Kabali, Rajinikanth and Ranjit is bringing you Kaala Karikalan, Thalaiva's 164th film. Another gangster movie reportedly set in Mumbai. Ranjit, speaking exclusively to India Today, expressed his excitement for the venture.
Rajini sir in the பேர் எப்படி என்ன சொன்னாரு அத பத்தி?
சார் ரொம்ப எக்ஸைட்டட் சம்மர் சூப்பர் அவருக்கு ரொம்ப பிடிச்சிருந்தது. பேருக்கு பின்னாடி நிறைய அரசியல்லாம் இருக்கு. நீங்க தேடி பாத்தீங்கன்னா
அரசியலுமா? சரி சார்.
அதனால வந்து அங்க காலாசாமியை வழிபடுறது இது திருநெல்வேலி மக்களுடைய மும்பை வாழ் மக்களுடைய கதை.
ஓகே, மும்பை வாழ் மக்கள்.
The movie comes amid rumors of Rajinikanth's foray into politics, speculation strengthened by the superstar himself.
23 ஆண்டு தான் நான் கர்நாடகத்தில் இருந்தேன். 44 ஆண்டுகள்.
But his son-in-law and producer of Kaala, Dhanush, is tight-lipped, saying it's up to Thalaiva to take a decision. The possibility of Neta Rajinikanth has split Tamil Nadu right down the middle, with even political bigwigs fighting over him. Congress's Khushbu Sundar accused the BJP of begging the star to join them. And the BJP's Tamilisai hit back, calling Khushbu a defector and turncoat. Rajinikanth is keeping everyone guessing, and the announcement of a new movie shows that he hasn't decided to give up his acting career yet. So what exactly is Thalaiva planning? Bureau Report, India Today.
Okay, so it's Kaala. That's the name of the brand new movie from Rajinikanth. Let's go straight across. We want to find out what the buzz is all about. Priyambada joining us from Chennai. Lata Srinivasan, one of India's best known film critics, is also with us live from Bengaluru. Priyambada, quickly to you first. We understand that in just about 20 minutes from now, Dhanush is going to unveil the first look of Kaala. We've got the first promotional poster, the font in which it's written, very enigmatic, red on black, etc., etc. But tell us more about that. What is going to be unveiled 20 minutes from now?
Well, I think the countdown has begun for Rajinikanth's Kaala movie. It has a political background, is what the director has told India Today. It might be a person who is fighting for the cause of his people, like how it happened in Kabali, where he fought for Tamil people in Singapore, Malaysia. So it could be very much on those lines, but it's seen as a sequel to Kabali. In fact, I'm joined by Rajini fans, Shiv. All of them are excited. The countdown has started. 19 minutes now. So how are you feeling? What do you think the movie is going to be based on? The bold red and black poster that we saw.
I mean, this movie is going to be a current situation of Tamil Nadu. I mean, it's going to help the people of Tamil Nadu, and it's going to be a messiah for Tamil Nadu. That's Kaala. Kaala Bhairav means like it's a savior basically. In other words, called as Yemen, god of death. He's going to clean all the bad people. He's going to rise like the phoenix bird. That is Talaiva for you.
That's a very interesting interpretation. Also, it's Karikalan, right? Kaala is also Karikalan is what the poster says, who was a king in Tamil Nadu. So, are you expecting his political entry? Your king, you are all fans, your king entering politics?
I'm actually waiting to see the movie poster. I already saw the movie poster online. It's majestic. About its entering his politics, I really can't comment. But yeah, I would like to see him in the political line. But it purely depends on how he takes about the call.
Lot of movies in his kitty, 2.0, and now Kaala, it's coming. It has created. It's trending on Twitter right now.
எனக்கு இந்த படம் போஸ்டர் காலையில் தான் பார்த்தேன். நல்லா இருந்தது. இது ரஞ்சித் அண்ட் ரஜினி சார் ரெண்டாவது படம். இது ஆக்சுவலாக more than 1,000 crores தாண்டும் நினைக்கிறேன்.
So he's saying that there will be like so many more hits on this particular movie. So as a fan, what are you expecting from your Talaiva now? On one side, so many movies. Another side, you have political entry. So which is going to be the biggest entry, and which is going to happen first, Kaala or political entry?
I think it's a political entry only now. Is a very top speaking in Tamil Nadu right now. It's next one is Kaala. So Kaala is not a political, and Kaala is coming together. It's a very big place for Rajini and their fans for going to big blockbuster in the next year for Rajini, surely.
So it's not just going to be blockbuster on the silver screen, but also on the political arena. Looks like that, Shiv.
Absolutely amazing that, there are so many expectations already. Just a few hours after that, a small little still picture has been released. Lata, you've written about the title of the film, what it means. Tell us, enlighten us about what you're drawing from the title of this film and what it means. What is the message that goes out? What are you drawing from it, Lata?
I think everybody's been talking about the title of the film since this morning, and like Priyamvada said, it's been trending worldwide. Kaala, actually in Sanskrit, it means two things. It means black as well as, fate, destiny or death.
Yeah.
And it's also in reference to the god of death, Yaman, or Yama, as you call it.
Yes.
We all know at this point that it is a movie about a gangster, and Rajinikanth is going to be playing a gangster called Karigalan or Kaala, which will be his popular name. And Ranjit has already made a film with him along these lines, like Priyamvada said, in Kabali. But unlike Kabali, this is going to be set in Mumbai, in Dharavi, in the slums. And again, if it's set in the slums, he is a gangster. I think he's going to be a savior of the masses. You know?
Yeah.
He's going to be committing crimes, but committing crimes for the good of the people. He's going to be fighting for the welfare of the people. And he's going to be a leader of the people. And the people in this instance is the Nellai community from Tirunelveli.
So, Lata, that's very interesting that you mentioned that. But so are you saying that the current political scenario, all these expectations, it's reasonable to expect that all of this would also be somehow factored into the screenplay and the story and the character and the treatment of Kaala?
Well, if you go back a few years and look at Rajinikanth's career, the first film where, or one of the earliest films where he played a gangster who does good for the people is Basha.
Yes.
And that came out in 1995, and till date it's considered one of the biggest hits in Rajini's career.
Yes.
And in fact it was re-released earlier this year. Right? And following that, he played, Surya and Talapati, where again he's a gangster. He's the right hand to Deva, played by Mammootty. And but in all these films, if you see, At heart, he is a very good person. He might be a gangster per se, but at heart, he's a very good person. And in this film, if Ranjit has taken it with a political background, well, you know, it keeps us all guessing. Could there be more to it, you know? Could this be a precursor to his entry into politics? It keeps us all guessing for sure.
Absolutely. You know, Priyambada, we understand that, you know, in about 20 minutes from now, around 6 o'clock, there may be some more stuff about Kaala that may be tweeted out by Dhanush. You know, how does this work? Is it going to be a still picture of the first look of how Rajinikanth will look in the movie, or will it be something else? I mean, everybody must be guessing right now because it is the worldwide #1 trend.
Well, what I'm hearing is it's going to be the first look of Rajinikanth in the movie. So it could probably be the look that Kaala is going to have in the movie. So it could be him giving that very famous pose. You know, in Kabali, remember?
Yes.
He's sitting with his suit, with his leg and the background, the globe background. So it could be something like that. Isn't it, Srinivas? Are you expecting something? You're part of the fan club. You get inside info still.
Definitely, it's going to be a rugged look with a motion doll. It's going to be amazing. You see that? It's going to be it's going to be goosebumps for everybody. 2018 is going to be year of Talaivar. Kaala is coming, 2.0 is coming, plus it's going to come into politics. Year of Talaivar, 2018.
You wanted to say some dialogue for Talaivar. Why don't you say that?
Yes, I'm going to say 2 dialogues. First dialogue is, "Enna yaalalam adika mudiyadu." That means nobody can kill me, destroy me. Second is, "Na leta vandalum latest hour magilchi."
So even if there are a lot of criticism, Shiv, about why Rajni is thinking of entering politics late, but he's saying it will be late. It's quite good.
Okay, 2018 is going to be the year of Kaala and Rajinikanth. Lata, how many more films? You know, he's pushing 70 now. How many more films are we going to get out of Talaivar?
Well, at this point, he's not given any indication at all. So as of now, we know he definitely has 2 films. He's not, from what I know, he's not listened to any other scripts because he's not a person who likes to sign on too many films at a point. He likes to just do 1 or 2 films, wait for the release and then see, you know, what to do next. So at this point, he doesn't have any other films on hand. He's just waiting to complete these 2. So we'll only know in 2018, you know, what's really next for him. Are we going to see more films, or is it going to be his big entry into politics?
Absolutely. The tantalizing question. Thanks very much, Lata and Priyambada, for getting us that. Remember, in just a few minutes from now, there's going to be more on Kaala, at least courtesy Dhanush.